Hello, everyone. Welcome to Strive305 podcast. Here today with my co-host Irvans Augustin, and we have wonderful business owners here today that we're going to be sharing their story in a minute. Let me kick it off by sharing for those who don't know what Strive305 initiative is. This is an initiative that was put together by Mayor Levine Cava and Manny Sid, Anthony Bonami. Those are all leading this drive, and then Irvans and I are helping out. We're the host of this podcast. This podcast purpose is twofold. One is to promote the Strive 305 initiative and the Strive 305 website, which is available to everyone, small businesses. It's basically to help small businesses. The other reason is to promote small businesses throughout the different districts, all the different districts throughout the county, our 13. And these young ladies are from District 13, which is our Senator Rene Garcia, Commissioner of District 13. Very excited to have them here. Their story is a good one. I'm going to give you a quick summary before we jump into a surprise visitor we have here. So their story, we go back to when they opened up their store in Miami Lakes. Someone referred them to me. I don't know how. They'll tell you later how all that happened. But I have them in front of me, and they asked me for help. And I gave them my speech. I had put together a speech for everyone that asked me for help. And I told them, listed every little thing you got to do. Ribbon cutting, marketing, meetings, visit this, do that, do this. I have never seen anybody or any business that's listened to every single thing that I said, did that tenfold.
They actually listened to you?
And did every single thing that you can't even imagine. Crazy. And then they did 20 other things that I learned from. And now I share with all the other new businesses coming into Miami Lakes. I don't think they like it because I'm stealing their plan, but it's incredible. I've never seen three girls really, because your partner is with you, that grind so much and work everywhere. But you'll get that story in a minute. But very important, I wanted to have them here so they can share that story. Inspirational. We're talking mothers, homeowners, that created a business. They worked in the industry before they created their own business. So it's the American dream, that Miami-Dade County dream, right? The Strive 305.
That's what
and they'll share their story, and they're going to share some of the issues that they have or had, and how the Strive 305 website will now be able to solve those issues so they don't have to go. New business owners that are coming up don't have to go through this. But before we get to that, there's a young man here that came over to visit from Martinique.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce him, Irvans, because my Martinique language is
Dennis Antoine Hero.
Dennis, come join us. Take my seat.
Okay, nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for welcoming me. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Nice to meet you.
Yes, I'm very happy to join you for this meeting.
Thanks so much for stopping by. And what brings you to Miami?
Oh, we bring some craft foods and spirits, for instance. We're looking for some partners as a supplier, as distributors, as restaurant, for instance.
Oh, okay.
Because we have excellent products like chocolates, for instance.
And as you're looking for partners here locally in Miami?
Yes, totally.
Interesting.
We have a website, for instance, it's ccm.international.
ccm.international.
Yes, correct.
And that's where people can go for small businesses to find out how they can partner with you for Martinique?
Yes.
And this is here locally in Miami-Dade County?
Yes, in the two ways. We have companies established here, and also it's in two ways. We can look for partners that they wish to dispatch products in Caribbean, for instance. And the other side, we have companies from Martinique, Guadeloupe, St. Lucia that they wish to have connection locally.
No, that's really interesting.
Yes. For instance, we have rum, we have punch, as you know, chocolate as well, some nice foods. And we have also digital companies. So that could be...
Oh, we have technology companies as well?
For instance, to enhance the production and with the AI for the sargassum, from sargassum to produce hydrogen, biocarburant, for instance. We have engine with only compressed air. It's totally zero emission, carbon emission, for instance.
Oh, that's fascinating. CCM.international.
That's international, right?
Yeah. I know you have to run. I know you said you had a meeting at the airport, but thanks so much for taking the time to stop by. And we'll be sure to share the information and see how people can partner with you. But again, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's nice.
No.
Thank you.
This is the this is the perfect example of a resource for Strive305. So we're going to have them on the website. People looking to do for businesses similar to what he was just referring to. Look it up on the website and pop up and get his contact.
Yeah, we'll put it up there.
I'm sure you're already on there. If you're not, I'll make sure you're on there.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, here we go. Time to roll. Safe travels.
Au revoir, mesdames. Au revoir, messieurs. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Let's kick off the podcast. I forgot a couple of things. I have my Gatorade Zero here today. This is not because we're being sponsored by Gatorade yet. This is because I need to hydrate today a lot. And we also have our BB's Bakehouse cookies. The girls are very familiar with this because they're nearby their store.
What kind are these?
They caffeinate a lot there today. Well, we have your original, most important double chocolate chip poop emoji cookie.
Oh, the poop emoji.
This is the Tico poop emoji cookie. That's how you asked for it.
That's what he named.
Yeah. And this is, we have your Oreo cookie over there, which is spectacular.
And the best coffee in the town.
Yeah,
what's this one?
Coffee, according to them, not me. I didn't say it. That's an Oreo.
This is just an Oreo cookie?
Yeah, it's like an offspring of the poop emoji. But the original is our poop emoji cookie right here. All right, so we know that they're from Vellu Laser, and we're going to be talking. You'll be talking with him in a minute because he's, like I always said, he's a good-looking, smart guy. I'm just the one that kicks the show off.
You're the one who needs the glasses. That's who you are.
Yeah, but before that, we need your Miami Minute. Hello, we can't go without a Miami Minute. So let's do the Miami Minute.
Let's do the Miami Minute. Hey, awesome. All right. So, for the Miami Minute.
Tammy Trail in 1901 when it was a wagon trail. Wow, we had Tammy. We had this stuff. We were around. Miami was around in 1901.
Sorry about that, folks. Yeah. All right, the Miami Minute. Bite-sized random insights and information and Miami history for your day. This week in Miami history, the Tamiami Trail opened in April 26 through 28, 1928. The two-lane Tamiami Trail officially opened, completing a 264-mile road between Tampa and Miami. That's how, and that's kind of how the name Tamiami got. Tampa, Miami. Makes sense, right? This engineering milestone marked by the dedication of an archway. It's a marvel of engineering because the original trail was just a wagon trail, and you can see pictures right now of the men just working on there. Much of that trail was pretty much underwater, and the first road was completed. This is a road that actually connected the entire state of Florida for the first time by car, because before there was no way to get down here by a car. It took 13 years to build, cost around $8 million, but I-95 has been under construction for 40 years now, but they finished this going through the Everglades in 13 years.
A little bit more than $8 million, too, I think we spent on I-95.
And the second thing I'll mention for you is the next picture, please. City of Coral Gables got incorporated. Coral Gables officially incorporated on April 29th, 1925, 4 years after George Merrick mapped it out. It was his vision, and it transformed his family's former guava farm and grapefruit plantation into America's first planned community. It was inspired by the City Beautiful movement, and Merrick hired architects and designers to create a Mediterranean-style city. But in only 5 years, Coral Gables grew to over 4,000 buildings and structures, and was worth more than $150 million. And this was back in 1925. And for some context, his father bought the land for 160 acres right outside of Coconut Grove, because that was the only other place that existed. He bought it all for $1,100.
Wow, that's Miracle Mile.
That's Miracle Mile back in 1925. Wow. And they got all the rocks from the Venetian pool and made a rock quarry out of it. And they didn't want that big hole to be there, so that's why they made the Venetian pool. But that's where they got all the rocks and everything. But in any case.
I don't see Hillstones there. Where would Hillstones be?
It might be a little bit further down.
Further down to the left,
yeah. Give or take a century.
That's where I get my martini. Okay.
In any case, that's your Miami Minute. Thanks for having me. All right.
Excellent. All right. So now let's kick off the podcast and your interview with the ladies. I'm going to let you interview them because I know everything about them. So I'll let you.
Do you, though?
Yeah, I think I do. Let's see what you find out. Let's see.
Wait, so who's who? What's your name?
My name is Josselyn, Sarduy.
I'm Roxana, Miranda.
But you said there was 3 of them.
There was a third partner.
She's on maternity leave right now.
Excellent.
Her name is Jaylene Vasquez.
And then sisters?
No,
friends. Very cool. And then, so how did you guys? I mean, what even inspired you guys to start your own business?
Well, it's actually a funny story that we were just talking about Coral Gables because that's where we got started. So we used to work for a competitor, another company, and I was actually her receptionist, and she was my boss.
All right, there we go. I didn't know that one. Already you got me.
You see?
Well done,
already
Yvonne.
learning new things.
Well done.
So I was her receptionist. She obviously started as a receptionist in the company as well and grew her way up. And in this company, they didn't offer maternity leave. So I already had a son. I was pregnant with my second. At this point, I was already a facility director, managing a couple stores for them. And I was giving up, basically forfeiting my job. So I was talking to some family members, and we were talking about my numbers that month. And they were like, wow, you make these people so much money, and they're not willing to give you maternity leave. That's crazy. You should just do it for yourself. Now, at this point, I was going to have 2 boys. And I was like, yeah, sure. It would be awesome to do it for myself, but I need help. So the one person that I could think about was my old boss. And my friend and colleague who I worked with as well at Body Details was just Jaylene. So I found an investor. I approached both of them and I told them, hey, I have this crazy idea. What if we did it for ourselves? And that's how it all came about. And they loved it and we ran with it.
That's very cool. And then you guys opened up your shop in Miami Lakes. How long ago was this?
So we officially opened to the public. It's about to be a year now in June.
Okay.
But it took us 2 years to build out.
2 years to build out.
Yeah.
And what were some things you wish you knew before you started?
Honestly, there's a lot of stuff that we wish we knew. Being in the industry for a long time, I worked with her in one company and the other one. I used to see them like just open really quick, and I'm like, oh, this is a no-brainer. In 3 months, we're gonna be good. Now, what I did learn was that when you do any remodeling, and like if you want to go in and like really give it your all and like put all this work into it and go into like a vanilla box and build it out. We had a architect and an engineer and everything like that. We actually added another restroom and we moved the restroom that we had to the other side. And because we moved the restroom and we added a new one, derm was a really, really big headache for us.
I wouldn't even expect that either because it's really just inside the the building, just moving.
We thought
so
that
the permitting part of derm.
Yeah, we thought that moving the restroom would be a good idea, and we quickly found out that white people don't touch restrooms and don't mess with plumbing
and don't add plumbing and none of that because we wanted. Obviously, we're very aesthetically pleasing. Like when you walk into our location, it's beautiful. Like everyone walks in, they're like, "Wow, this is nice." Yeah, it's really nice, but the construction part of it and like the permitting took us a long time.
And that's what took you the 2 years.
Yes. Yeah, it was a lot of how could I say? It was a lot of not knowing and getting hit with surprises left and right. Every time we thought we were ready to open, we would take in our paperwork and they'd be like, "Oh, guess what? You're missing something else." And right when we were about to open, ready to open, I think we were ready to open in November or January of last year. And they hit us with the fire alarms. They're like, "Hey, guess what? You need a fire
inspections."
No. Do you guys know the sprinklers?
The sprinkler systems.
So our location is like 1,800 square feet. We have 18 sprinklers. It's insane.
One per foot.
Yeah.
No. You would never. Honestly, you would never think that a place that small needed that. And we don't. We only have a laser, and we're in the build. Like we didn't do nothing to the outer box. Like that was past permits when it was built out.
Right.
And we,
honestly, we just wish we had a bestie who knew all these things that could just give us the inside scoop and tell us like what we needed. So we didn't have to get hit with all these surprises and go constantly. And the thing was like that we would go and we had to wait a week for a response. So it would be like a week thinking, oh, we're good. Like on Friday, we'll be able to open. And then the Friday would come and it would be like 10 more things that we had to add to the list.
And the holidays and all that. Like it was intense. Honestly, Miami Lakes was very like responsive. Like their turnaround time. The city of Miami Lakes, their turnaround time was about 3 days, like at most.
No, and they really wanted us to like they would call Miami-Dade for us and try to help, and they really wanted us to be open because obviously like we're small business owners and they know we're paying our lease, you know. They want to help us get open as soon as possible.
And another thing we learned was, so our competitors, no one has ever opened in Miami Lakes. And I used to be like, why don't they open in Miami Lakes? Like Miami Lakes is like an upcoming city, is really good. And we learned it's because it has a
They didn't have one before?
No.
Where'd you go wax before, Tico?
Laser.
You went to the Gables, no?
Oh, not wax. I mean laser. Do you laser, Tico?
No comment. Oh, actually, yeah, the Gables.
It was in the Gables because the
in
Gables.
my bodybuilding days, I did laser because I had a friend and it was in the Gables. It was.
Yes, yeah. But the Gables is like a leading city for our industry, pretty much.
Yeah. But nobody in Miami Lakes.
No one. And we were shocked because we're like, Miami Lakes is beautiful. It's a town to be.
Yeah.
And then we found out quickly why people don't open in Miami Lakes.
Because it's a dual. You have to get dual. You have the county and the state. So you have to get dual licensing, which that's something else that we didn't know. We were just like, oh, we want to open up in Miami Lakes. And we could have gone to Pines. We could have gone to Doral. But we were like, no, Miami Lakes is where we want.
Yeah, Miami Lakes is home. This is where we wanted to do it.
And that's where Strive305 can be, what did you say? Your bestie that can help out?
I heard at least 3 or 4 Strive305 action items there that would actually would have helped them. The co-comply that should come out sometime in May. I think it's when that software comes out. The find the zoning issues and knowing that you needed to have 2 places to, you know, you search that on the website, it's going to tell you.
Is Derm on there already?
I'm not sure about that.
You know, I have to go. I was just making a note because we have to go find out.
That's another reason we have small businesses here is to teach us so that we can get the website, you know, with all the answers.
And also just knowing that you have to get 2 levels of certification from the local municipality and also the county would be just
The same happens in the City of Hialeah is the same thing. And it's town of Miami Lakes. You guys keep saying City of Miami Lakes.
Town.
It's town of Miami Lakes. Irvans, get your names right. And then back to the whole laser thing. Yes, back in my crazy days, I did, and it was from the waist up. So from the waist down, I'm still a man. From the waist up, I'm basically hairless. But that was only because of that bodybuilding thing, and the guys confused me. I wasn't eating. I had I couldn't think straight. But now it's like actually really awesome because, you know, but whatever, no comment. Let's continue.
So now that you guys, if we fast forward and you guys are open for a year, what hurdles it's a complicated ecosystem right now for a lot of different places, and you as a small business owners, what challenges do you see, or are you looking to address, or is everything like good and you're really just like looking to take things to the next level?
I say everything for us is pretty good. I mean, we work really hard, as Tico said. We do everything. We do BNI, which is Business Networking International. We do the chamber in our town. We do every event that you can think of. The Vellu Laser Girls are there. We even go to nightclubs and promote our services to everyone. So we do as much as we can to get the word out of our services, of our laser hair removal, tattoo removal, skin rejuvenation, Botox. We tell everyone. And we actually do something which is not very common in our industry. We give our patients a service for free to come and try. No purchase necessary.
Like a sample?
No, we give them a whole package of 6 sessions. Yeah, completely free on a small area. So they can come, they can try it, they can see the results for themselves. Like we can constantly tell you, oh my God, laser's the best thing ever. It's going to change your life. But until you don't come and try it for yourself, you're never going to see like what we mean.
Yeah.
So that's why we offer it to everyone, no purchase necessary.
That's really great.
The Vellu experience.
The Vellu experience. It's really great that you guys are just getting out there. And I guess I never thought about the laser business. So I wouldn't even know where to start in terms of marketing and promoting it, but I'm glad you guys are getting out there. But you also just mentioned something of, since you are giving something free, but you also mentioned doing some other community type of support efforts around tattoos or something.
So we would love to partner up with Miami-Dade, like I think courts. I think that's what I was directed to, in reference to removing tattoos for gang members that want to get, like, you know, they get released and they want to better their life. We want to be like their vendors to like be able to do that for them. Also with women that get trafficked, we would love to get into that. So we're honestly like everywhere we go, we speak to someone and we just ask questions. And you don't know, maybe we'll have our chance to do that.
Yeah, I mean, and also like with those whole immigration conversation and everything, like having a tattoo ends up people in some places that they really wouldn't expect just for having a tattoo.
We also actually offer 2 sessions for free of tattoo removal on a small area as well.
How long does it take to get rid of a tattoo?
Like about a year and a half.
You have any tattoos, Tico?
No tattoos, but they're working on a scar that I got from a bicentennial surgery.
I got a tattoo of a freckle somewhere, but I'm kidding. But yeah, for like to remove a tattoo, like how long, like?
So it all depends on the person. It's not something that we could say here, like we can tell you, hey, listen, it takes this many. So honestly, tattoo, when you get the tattoo, the ink, your body naturally disposes of it. And what our laser does is just speeds up the process. So something that would happen in 100 years, our laser machine could remove it in about a year and a half to 2. It's, inks are not FDA approved, so they could have metal, plastic. So it just depends how your body
get
rid of it.
Cool.
And there's other things, because you think of laser and you think, oh, for women, hair removal for women. But for men, again, being around them so much, because they really do go to every event. Every ribbon cutting I'm at, there they are. Every promotion chamber event, promotional event, they're there. People think like, oh, you own part of Vellu Laser? Like the people think I own part of BB's Bakehouse because of the poop emoji cookie.
No, it's just
poop emoji cookie.
We're really big on supporting the community, and we, like I said, we felt that support from our community, even from the town when we were applying for the permits, that we feel like we do have to support the community back. So even if it's someone in our same industry, we're going to be there. We're going to support everybody. We're going to do partnerships. How can our clients fit with you, and how can your clients fit with us? And we're just all about uplifting each other and the businesses around us.
Oh, that's great.
We do donations. We donate our vouchers, which is the free services, to any event. Like any event that they come to us, they're like, oh, you guys want to like sponsor? We're like, yeah, most definitely. We'll go and we'll do a partnership, and we'll give them the free voucher so they could come and try it out. A lot of guys are scared of laser, so that's the reason that we're like, come on, just try it one time.
Guys,
and Botox too.
The universal guys, are like men in general scared of lasers?
No, men in general, like they fear. I think it's something like they don't think of. Like they're like, oh, I've never even thought about it. Like when they shave all the time. And honestly, when they come in and they try it out.
Imagine the neck area, because you always think, oh, and sometimes it hurts and you don't get it done right.
And men have really sensitive
you don't have to worry
skin.
about it. You get sometimes a little balls on here from shaving.
I'll take your word for it.
I haven't done it, but I'm saying you laser hair remove here, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it's like ingrown, especially guys in their back. Like being in the industry for so long, I've learned, guys that suffer from honestly, as you age as well, even guys that don't have back hair, they develop hair growth.
It shows
and I think what the feedback that I've gotten is it's uncomfortable, they sweat. But the thing is that if it turns gray, we can't help them. So we always tell them, take advantage when you're younger, that you're able to remove it. Because it's
too late for us, Tico.
That's why I do a while ago.
That's why we have skin.
But there's also rejuvenation too.
Yeah.
They did a neck thing on me. Look, I used to have like a big giant turkey neck. Look at me now, smooth as a baby. Actually, I'm kidding. They did it once, but they got to do it again. But apparently, this, it's very similar to what everybody's doing now with the
microneedling.
Which
microneedling,
painful. I haven't done that either. But every time I see somebody that's done
sounds more annoying than lasers. I'm okay with lasers.
The laser does a similar effect as the microneedling without the extreme pain.
And our
you get a little red, but it looks.
It's not invasive, and it's holistic. So it's honestly like it tightens. It helps you with like
it stimulates collagen production, and it's completely holistic. So it's what your body's doing already. We're just speeding up and stimulating the process. And the great thing about all our lasers is they're safe and efficient for all skin types. So that means 1 through 5, everybody's covered. And that's something that was really important to us. Being Hispanic and having in your body you have different skin types. So being able to treat all skin types safe and efficiently was something that was very, very important, on top of the list for us. So all of our lasers are the best in the market. Our tattoo laser, we're actually one of 7. And that laser does the skin rejuvenation as well.
It's called Candela Picaway.
Easy for you to say.
In case you want to get one at home, you can keep it in the
garage. If there was a resource like the Strive305 available for, well, I guess not. Like, I guess you could use it now, right? Like, what would are there resources or information that you're looking for now? Or you did mention wanting to partner. I know you can do that on the Strive305 platform, but are there other things for you as business owners that would be useful that the county or others could help with?
I think like participating in events, like any event that they have.
Events?
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was ready to fill in if she didn't know what to say. Yeah, 100%. And that's what part of the Strive305 website is events. Because they know events from me, most of the town of Miami Lakes or the Hialeah ones, but now we're talking Miami-Dade County. Mm-hmm. So one of the goals of the Strive305 Hub website is to have all the events throughout all of Miami-Dade County available there so people can pick and choose which ones to go to.
Which is the one we have coming up in May? Was it the Power Day?
We have a Power Day, May 16th, right?
May 16th, yeah.
We'll be there.
Trust me, they'll be there. And there's that one, and there's a bunch. Yeah. There's our Miami Lakes Chamber Lunch, I think is next Tuesday. And, and again, all that now can be found in one place. You don't have to go to different locations or hope that you can find something or know somebody. You don't have to know anything. It'll all be there. And the same issues they had with the build-outs. That's the craziest thing. If that works, that's going to be next level. Imagine breaking that. If that 2 years goes down to 1 year because of the
18 sprinklers? Like really?
18.
You counted them?
No, yeah.
They paid for them.
Trust me.
They all had a price tag.
And let me tell you, we did find good source in the fact of like we were connected with different people. And I think because of that, we even were able to like go ahead. Yeah. But if you don't, like, honestly, I feel like people that only depend on like, all right, let me just send my email like the right way. Like, okay, let me just send it and like they should respond to me like work. Yeah. But if you don't have honestly a connection and someone knows somebody, they take really long. And which I think is
we would talk to everyone and tell everyone the issues that we were going through, hoping that someone knew someone that could guide us to the right person. And, I know somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah, that's key. That's network,
You
and
handled it. So.
Referral.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the goal, again, our goal, Mayor Cava's goal is to give answers to people quicker to help the small businesses start off so they exist. A lot of people don't survive those kind of
I think it's to take into consideration. Like, honestly, we paid rent for a year and a half. And I think that's very, like, thankfully we're good. Like,
We should ask Mr. Dennis, Martinique.
Yep.
I bet you they have zero permission. You can set up a laser real quick over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Martinique, put a laser, right? I'll manage it.
No, but I think that's like someone that cannot take that long to open. They think that the turnaround is faster, or like maybe the budget that they had for construction.
Time is money.
It's not as good. That would be a really big fallback. And honestly, thankfully, me and my partners, like, we are go-getters, and we go out there and we network and we speak to everyone, and we've actually made a name for ourselves and make people fall in love with laser.
All right. Speaking of your name, give us the name of your place, address, website, everything. Give us all the information. How do we find you?
So our company is called Vellu Laser. We're located in 15131 Northwest 67th Avenue, Miami Lakes, Florida, 33014. And we offer laser hair removal, tattoo removal, skin rejuvenation, and Botox.
And your website?
www.vellulaser.com. And you can find us on Instagram. We're always doing little funny reels and informative reels at Vellu Laser.
Cool.
Very good. Great,
Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
I knew they would basically cover all aspects of the Strive305 Hub, right? If you think about it, the initiative. We got everything. We've got the money part in the beginning, the 2.5 years of waiting, the networking, which they're experts at. This is actually, they can become a resource on the website for how to network, and put their name in there. People can reach out to them. What do we do? How do we do it? Because they do it better than I do. And we spoke about the town of Miami Lakes, how much we love it, thanks to our past mayor. Who was our past mayor? Mandy Sid is the one that ribbon cut them. Mandy Sid is the one that we're not supposed to mention that is responsible for this Strive305 as well, by the way. He's part of the Levin Cava's initiative. All right, I think I'm done. Are you done?
No, I'm good.
Strive305 will be our new little bestie.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. We found it.
I think they'll be doing an Instagram post on that, right? Like one of your little funny posts on your new bestie.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. Big thank you again to Mayor Levin Cava, Anthony Bonami, Manny Sid, sort of, and my super good looking co-host over here, Irvans Augustin.
My hostess with the Moses, Tico.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.